shit, showered and be on my way. Jumped in the two-door, Monte Carlo, solo, with a fofo, on my way to get the dough, yo. If you don't work, then you don't eat. Don't be scared to walk through life when you got feet. You gotta run the race, it's a track meet. Can't trust nobody on the street, so you pack heat. Just got a phone call, my homie I grew up with dead. And last night my other partner had his dope kicked in by Fed. Crooked cops go to your hood and hunt your steps, searching till they find your stash box where the gun is kept. I ain't never slept, some dream a fairy tale crime. The judge ain't giving no breaks, he giving jail time. I'ma put my trust and faith in the Lord, never scarred on the boulevard. Always rolling hard, I'm rolling hard. Rolling hard. Rolling, rolling hard. Forever I be rolling. Rolling, rolling hard. Trials and tribulations in my life got me rolling. Got me rolling hard, got me rolling hard. Rolling hard. Got me rolling hard, got me rolling hard. I believe in this truth, I'll never stop. Gun to my head, knife to my throat, I'll never stop. Ain't or drink nothing, I never drop. Rapping words over beats like this, I'll never flop. Pick up your cross, follow your Howard shot. Living righteous now, that old wicked man had to die. I testify, the oppressor, he a lie. He the judge, sitting in court to make your mama cry. Christianity had me traumatized. I'll never water down the truth, I can't compromise. I love the Most High more than my own children. My sons and daughters, they hate me, just imagine the feeling. Pain hurts so deep, cut like a machete. Prepare your soul for temptation, you better get ready. I'ma put my trust and faith in the Lord. Never scored on the boulevard, always rolling hard, I'm rolling hard. Rolling hard. Rolling, rolling hard. Forever I be rolling. Rolling, rolling hard. Trials and tribulations in my life got me rolling. Got me rolling hard, got me rolling hard. Rolling hard. Got me rolling hard, got me rolling hard. If it ain't one thing, it's 5 or 6. That president gon' cause a race war through politics. The way they treat my Mexican brothers on the border. Isaiah 14 and 21, prepare slaughter. Babylon fall in, everything gon' flip. Every day of my life I pray for rulership. I'ma put my trust and faith in the Lord. Never scored on the boulevard, always rolling hard, I'm rolling hard. Rolling hard. Rolling, rolling hard. Forever I be rolling. Rolling, rolling hard. Trials and tribulations in my life got me rolling. Got me rolling hard, got me rolling hard. Rolling hard. Got me rolling hard, got me rolling hard.
Hey, clap it up, clap it up. Hey, Shalom, Israel. This is the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General YAHANNA, man. This is a Tuesday Brotherhood class, and we're going to get into these scriptures, man. We're going to talk about keeping the Most High first, because the problem that we're having right now is we don't keep the Most High first. Now, we keep the Most High wherever we feel like it. He has been second in our life. He has been last in our life. He has been at the very bottom of our life at times until we need him. But once we need him, then all of a sudden we want to put him first. Let's go to the book of Exodus chapter 20, verse 3.
This is the book of Exodus chapter 20, verse 3. Thou shalt have no other gods before me.
They say what?
The gods before me.
Understand this, man. The Most High God comes first. We shouldn't have any other gods before him. You want to put all these other gods, you want to put all these other doctrines, you want to put all these other things before the Most High God. But then when everything else fails, then who you run into? You run into the Most High. Now all of a sudden you want to be on your knees praying in a closet or praying down on the ground, asking for the Lord to protect you, for the Lord to save you. But see, when the Lord told you from the beginning, thou shalt have no other gods before me, I don't care about that. You was putting weed before. You was putting Christianity before God. You was putting Catholicism before God. You was putting being a Muslim before God. You was putting all these other things before God. And now that you're dealing with these what trials and tribulations, now all of a sudden you want to call for God. Put birthdays before God's. You put Valentine's Day before your God. Your God told you, I hate and I despise your feast days. See, your feast days is Valentine's Day. Your feast day is birthdays, Christmas, Thanksgiving, Halloween, the 4th of July. You putting all these things above him and before him. Well, here in the book of Exodus, it's telling you, man, that I not no other gods before me. Why do you think that? Because it said in the Bible that our God is a jealous God. So you start putting all these other gods before him, and then you wonder why we're in hell. We're in hell because we have taken on doctrines of other nations. We have taken the other things that these other nations had to offer us, and it was against what our God gave to us, man. Let's go to the book of Deuteronomy. Let's drop there right quick. Let's go to the book of Deuteronomy. We're going to Deuteronomy 4, verse 5. We're going to read 5 and 6. All right.
Come on, sir. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 4, verse 5. Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as the Lord my God commanded me, that ye should do so ye go to possess.
Understand
Verse
this.
6.
Hold on real quick. Salaki, the water though.
Yes,
it said, behold, that I had taught you the statutes and judgments. And it says what? Even as the Lord my God has taught me. See, we were giving these laws, statutes, and commandments. Like, let me go ahead and get it right for you one time. We were given these laws, statutes, and commandments. And who taught us these laws, statutes, and commandments? Who is speaking right now? Do y'all know who is?
Moses.
He was talking to who?
The children of Israel, sir.
The children of Israel. Moses was talking to the children of Israel, and he was saying, behold, I have taught you these statutes and judgments, even as the Lord has taught me. The Lord God has taught me these statutes and judgments. And he says that ye should be what? That ye should do so in the land, whether thou goes to possess it. See, we were always raised to be rulers. See, we were, that's who Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, that's what we were supposed to be, rulers. We were never supposed to be at the bottom. We were never supposed to be running from ICE. We were never supposed to be sitting here and in the slums, in the barrios. We were never supposed to be at the bottom eating up the crumbs. That wasn't our job. Our job was to be rulers. Our job was to be the statue. Our job was to be the people that everybody wanted to look up to. Everybody wanted to be like. That was, and Moses is saying that to the children of Israel right now. I'm teaching you these laws, statutes, and commandments like the Lord God taught me. Go ahead and read. Go to verse 6.
Verse 6. Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom.
Do what?
Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations.
Understand this. With the law, statutes, and commandments. Like Moses is telling the children of Israel, understand that these laws, statutes, and commandments are our wisdom. Those are our understanding in the sight of all these other nations. These things right here sets us apart from everybody else. These things right here, it what shows that we are special. We are put above all nations on the face of this earth because we have the wisdom. See, right now, you know who looks like they had the wisdom? Really and truthfully, they still don't have the wisdom, but you know who looks like they had the wisdom? Your oppressor. Your oppressor looks like he has the wisdom because what? He controls everything. And you want to know why he controls everything? Because blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we did not follow our God. We did not keep God first. We did not keep the Most High first. And because we did not keep him first, because we did not follow what he told us to follow, we are now put at the bottom. We are now scraping to get back up to the top when we were made to be rulers from the beginning. Go ahead and keep reading on.
Come on, sir. Which shall hear all these statutes and say, the great nation, this great nation is a wise and understanding people.
See, all these other nations were supposed to see us and see how we walk, see how we talk, see how we move, and they were supposed to say, you know what, surely this is a great nation. Like, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people. These people right here, man, you know what? Hey, I don't know what's going on with these, but see, I want to be like them. Because these people right here, bro, they different. They move different. They walk different. This is a great and wise and understanding people. See, that's what we are supposed to be. See, when you keep the Most High God first and follow his laws, statutes, and commandments, when you walk and you talk, people will see that surely, you know what, that brother, you know what, that sister, that family, man, that's a great family right there, man. They very wise and understanding. Like, these people right here, they're not like anybody else. They are very different because we were made that way. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, you were made to be different. You were made to be great. You were made to not be like everybody else, but be better than anybody else on the face of this earth. Hey, if you could, Baba Kashah, go to Deuteronomy 7 and 6 for me.
Oh, I don't want to come. This is the book of.
I'm gonna go ahead and pull it up on a computer, if you don't mind, Baba Kashah.
Come on, sir.
I know I'm probably slowing you up a little bit. I just lock you.
Nah, not at all.
Go ahead, bro.
Come on, sir. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
The children of Israel were what?
A holy people unto the Lord thy God.
See, the thing about it is, man, when you follow the law, statutes, and commandments, it's letting you know who you are. It says, thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God. See, it doesn't say the Lord of the God of everybody. It says the Lord thy God, your God. The Lord thy God, your God has said that for you are a holy people. Now, y'all brothers, do y'all know what the word holy means?
Come on, sir. Come on, another one.
Hey, True. What's the word, young man? What's the word holy mean? What does that mean?
To be separate.
To be set apart.
Set apart.
Yeah, separate and set apart. That's what holy means. So the Lord thy God said that you were separate and set apart from everybody else. Keep reading.
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
See, the Lord chose you. He chose you two brothers. He chose the people that are watching this class right now. He chose the 12 tribes of Israel to be a special people. He don't want you to be like everybody else. He wants you to be a special people, a holy people, a set apart people. And then he didn't say to be like everybody else. What did he say? He said above all people. He said you are a special people unto himself. First of all, he said he's letting it be known you're not just special to everybody. No, you special unto me. Your father said you're special unto me. And not only are you special unto me, I'm going to put you above all people on the face of this earth. That's what the Lord said for you. He didn't give this to everybody. He told this to the 12 tribes of Israel. The blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians, the Haitians, Jamaicans, the Colombians, the Cubans, the Guatemalans, the people from Portugal and Chile. He said that I have chosen you to be a special people. I don't want you to be like everybody else. Everybody else can't hold that weight on their shoulders. But you know what? Y'all can. Y'all put everybody else on y'all backs anyway. Y'all are the special people unto myself. Above what? All people on the face of the earth. That's who we are to the Most High God. See, the Most High God chose us, but we don't choose him. That's the problem. We don't choose the Most High God the same way he chose us. The Lord could have chose anybody to be a special people. But you know who he chose? Those stiff-necked Negroes. Those hard-headed Hispanics and Native Indians and Haitians and Jamaicans and Cubans and Guatemalans and Puerto Ricans. He chose us, not because we were large in numbers, because he wanted us. So why don't we choose him first? Why don't we keep him first in his laws, statutes, and commandments? Why is this so hard for us to do so? The Lord is letting you know, I put you above all people on the face of the earth. He's letting you know where you are. But see, we didn't learn that when we were growing up. When I was, I don't know if I ever saw Deuteronomy 7 and 6. I don't think our pastor ever told us that the Lord thy God has chosen us to be a special people unto him. You want to know why? Because if there was a special people to the Lord, because it says special unto himself. If there was a special people to him, then that means that there has to be people that's not so special. You think that the church is going to tell you about the people that's not so special? They're not going to tell you about them. You want to know why? Because they don't want you to be separated. The Lord said, separate yourself. Because that's what holy means, to be set apart, to be separate. But the Christian church, the Catholic Church, these religious leaders, they're telling you to do what? Be all one. You know, we all one, be together and all these things. And the Lord said, no, separate yourself. Because I said that y'all was above everybody else on the face of this earth. So that's a problem that we have. The problem that we have right now is we were taught to be with everybody when the Lord told us, keep me first, be holy, which means to be set apart and separate. Let's go to Deuteronomy 28 and 1.
Come.
Let me go ahead and pull it up on my screen. Once you got to go ahead and read for me, huh?
No, sir. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, and verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command
Stop right there. It says, if you will hearken diligently. When the Bible says hearken diligently, what is it saying?
listen with all your heart. Pay close
It's saying listen.
Yeah.
That's what it's saying. It says listen closely, like closely. When you're doing it diligently, you're listening very closely to it. So listen close. Hear me well. That's what it's saying. If we talking in our term, hey, say fam, listen up. Like, hey, let me get your undivided attention. Hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God. And then it said after that, to observe and do all his commandments that I command thee this day. So not only do we need to hearken diligently, not only do we need to, fam, listen closely to this. It's saying follow my guidelines. Trooper Pathwala. All right. So like, can you hear me?
I can hear you now, sir. Come.
Don't you have rules for your household?
Come, sir.
And if your son is following the rules of your household, then he good, right?
Come.
Then he ain't good, right?
Absolutely not.
Hey, Salaka, Troop, what's your, say your name again for me?
Trooper Yazar.
Trooper Yazar. As a son, right? You know for a fact, hey, you know, whatever rules are set for me, I gotta do for my pops. Cause if I don't, then my pops, he might trip out on me. He might start taking stuff away from me, right?
Come on, sir.
And that's exactly how the Lord is. See, when these laws and statutes and commandments was given unto us, he said, hey man, I want y'all to listen closely. Because I'm about to give y'all my rules. These laws, statutes, and commandments, I command you, I'm telling you, follow these rules every day of your life. And it said what? What did it say? If they did that, then what happened?
If they observe to
Go ahead, keep reading now.
do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
Trooper Yazar, what is that saying to you?
That if we listen to the Most High, that he's going to put us above all the rest of the people. The 12 tribes of people.
Exactly, huh? Exactly. It's just like being at home. It's just like dealing with your dad. Your dad told you, hey man, I want all A's. I want all, like, you can only have one B, but I want all A's. If you get all A's, then you know what? Whatever you want, I'll buy 3 things that you want off rip. I don't care how much it costs. But if you get an A and B's, then you can only get one thing that you want. Troop, what you shooting for?
What'd you say?
He said, what you shooting for? You trying to get all 3? Or do you
come on, sir. Yeah, it's all 3.
Yeah, you're going to try to get all 3. You want to know why? Because that means I know for a fact, you're going to be like, man, I'm trying to get fresh. I'm trying to get fresh. So, you know what, Pops? Hey, you know them new J's coming out? Pop me them. I need them J's. Yeah, you know what, man? I might want a little chain or something around my, yeah, you know, I might want a little, you know, a little shirt or some pants or something like that, some stacked jeans or something like that. See, back in the day, we used to be like, man, give me some Air Force Ones, so 501s and a polo tee.
That's right.
and we was good. See, the Lord is saying, I'm gonna put you above all people on the face of this earth. The only thing you got to do is what? Follow me. Follow my laws, statutes, and commandments, and I'll put you on high above everybody on the face of this earth. But you want to know what we decided to do? Instead of getting all A's, instead of doing everything we could to get everything we wanted and more, we decided to go and do what Deuteronomy 28 and 15 said. Let's go to the book of Deuteronomy 28 and 15.
Read that. Call out the scripture, the verse.
Go ahead.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if to the voice of the Lord thy God, to do all of his commandments and his statutes, which I commanded thee, this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Hold on right there. See, it said, if you didn't listen to me, if you didn't follow my rules, if you didn't follow my laws, statutes, and commandments, then what? You should be cursed. If you did not listen closely, if you did not hearken to the voice of the Lord thy God to observe and do all his commandments, that we will be a curse. All these things that are going to have us destroyed shall come upon thee. And what else did it say?
Verse 16. Curse.
No, end of 15.
Overtake thee. Chapter 16.
And overtake thee. No, you too wild about it. You too wild. This is the perfect time to practice on reading. So you good. Don't even worry about it. All these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. You don't realize how serious these things are. Keeping the Most High first is hot or cold. It is not, you can't be lukewarm. You can't be lukewarm with the Most High God. It's hot or cold. And that's it. He said, hearken diligently and be above all people on the face of the earth, or don't hearken diligently and be cursed. And we don't see it like that. See, we always look for the gray area. If somebody draw a line in the sand, you know what all people like to do? They like to teeter that fence line. They see the line right here. The line is right here. And they want to stand right there. They don't want to choose a side. They want to be able to teeter-totter. The Lord said, no, we ain't doing all that. You're going to either listen closely or you're not. If you listen, you can be above all people on the face of this earth. But if you don't listen, then you'll be a cursed people. Don't we look like we are cursed people right now? Every time you look on the TV or social media, don't it look like we're cursed? I know in verse 16 it says cursed in the cities, cursed in the fields. We are a cursed people because we did not follow the Most High God's laws, statutes, and commandments. I could do you one better. You know what we decided to do? Go to the book of Deuteronomy 32 and 16. While you getting it right there, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pull it up on the screen as well. Deuteronomy 32, verse 16.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32. Chapter 32 and verse 16. They provoked him to jealousy with strange gods, with abominations provoked pay him to anger.
Wait, hold on right there. We read that slower. I read it one more time and read it a little bit slower.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32, verse 16. They provoked him to jealousy with strange gods, with abominations provoked by him to anger.
Salakia. Y'all can hear?
Come out of one.
Okay. It says that they provoked him to jealousy with strange gods. See, in the book of Exodus, it said what? No other gods before him. But what did we do? Because we didn't hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God. He said, don't put no other gods before me. He said that in Exodus. He said, no other gods before me. But what did we start doing? We started worshiping other gods. We started putting other gods before him. And what are we doing right now? As a people, what are we doing right now in 2026?
Same thing, sir.
The same thing. The Lord said, you know what? Don't put no other gods before me. But you know what you're doing? You're worshiping stone. You worshiping wood. You worshiping Buddha. You worshiping Allah. You worshiping the cross that you feel like symbolizes what? Something significant. So you telling me something that Christ died on is significant instead of following the law, statutes, and commandments? So the cross is more significant than what Christ actually told you to do. Christ said, follow my law, follow these laws, statutes, and commandments that my Father had for us. In the book of Matthew, he said, be ye therefore perfect, like my Father in heaven was perfect. But you know what we decide we wanted to do? We just want to do what we feel like doing. We don't want to hearken diligently. What you got,
What you're saying is so heavy, sir, because you know, I have family members that I try to you know, bring it to the truth. You know what I mean? And when it comes to like things like Christmas and stuff like that, they don't want to hear it. You know what I mean? And you know, even though I show them I said, do this in remembrance of me. He never said this in remembrance of me. You know what I mean? That's to it. Like we still caught up so much in rebelling against the word, and a lot of us are just dumb, don't even understand what we're doing while we're doing it.
Right. You know why? You know why they're doing it right now? They're doing it for the children. We're celebrating Christmas. Why? We're celebrating Christmas. It's not because we believe that Christ, his birthday was in the cold of winter. It's because we're doing it for the children. The children need something to do. They need a day that they can feel loved and protected. And these are the things where we do the gifts and all that. That's what people say nowadays. We're doing it for the kids. But you don't understand that the book of Deuteronomy 32 and 16 is letting you know exactly what you're doing. Anytime you're doing something, you're doing birthdays because of the kids. You're doing Valentine's Day because the kids and your wife want to feel loved on Valentine's Day. You're doing what Deuteronomy 32 and 16 is saying. They provoked him to jealousy with strange gods. You're provoking your father. You're telling your father, I don't care about nothing you talking about, because I'm going to do what I feel like doing. If I want to go out and smoke weed, I can do that. If I want to go out and get drunk and pass out and have sex with all these different women and not care about what's going on with them from then on out, I can do that. If I want to sit here and smoke weed and crack and shoot up that heroin and snort up that powder and all that and pop pills, I can do that. That's what you're telling your father. But little do you know, that you're provoking him to jealousy. Little do you know that what you're doing right now is telling him, I'm gonna do whatever I feel like doing. And what you gonna do about it? That's what you're telling that's what you're telling the Most High God. With all these strange gods. And keep reading, and then said what else? It said, will abominations?
With abominations provoke they him to anger.
And with abominations, that's not only provoking him, but it says they him to anger. Not only are you pushing his buttons, not only are you like, hey, I'm gonna do what I feel like doing, what you gonna do about it? It's like you poking him in his forehead like, what are you going to do? That's what you're doing every time you eat pork, crab, shrimp, and lobster. That's time that you light up a cigarette or light up a blunt or a pipe or a spoon so that way you can put that heroin in that needle. That's what you're doing. You poking the Most High God in his forehead like, what are you going to do? And you don't understand that you provoking him to anger. First of all, he told you don't put no other gods before me. So don't sit here and celebrate Valentine's Day because you know for a fact that don't have nothing to do with me. You celebrating your birthday is putting you above me, and I'm the one that's giving you a breath of life. But not only are you doing those things, you asking me what I'm gonna do about it. You trying to test my gangster. Like I ain't the same person that flooded the earth. So you know what? That's fine. I got something for you. He already told you, now curse you. You shall be in the city, and curse you will be in the field. He already said that there'll be a nation, a fierce nation, that's going to be above you, that shows no favor for the young or the old. You're provoking him to jealousy and provoking him to anger. Go ahead and read the next verse. What does the next verse say?
Verse 17, Christ unto devils, not unto God.
We're doing what?
To God, sacrificed unto, not to God.
Keep going.
Not to new gods that came newly up, whom your fathers feared not.
See, you know what we're doing now? We're devils. We sacrificing unto deceivers. We're sacrificing unto unclean spirits, not our God. See, these sacrifices that they did back in the day, oh, they were doing it not to God. When they were sitting here making all these gold and iron cast things and worshiping it and all that, that wasn't to God. That was to idols. See, we're doing the same thing now. See, y'all not worshiping no, what is it, a golden bull or nothing like that, or a golden calf. You know what you're doing now? You sitting here worshiping what? Celebrities. You worshiping people. You worshiping the Creflo Dollars, the TD Jakes. You worshiping the Joel Osteens. You worshiping what? Alcoholism. You worshiping getting high all the time. You're worshiping these other gods. You're worshiping yourself. You're putting yourself above God. You're putting everything that you want. It's me, 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 me. You're putting all these things above God. Your sacrifices, you're not sacrificing unto the Lord. You're not doing his laws, statutes, and commandments. You're not doing his work. You're not teaching people to do so. What you are doing is about yourself. It's about what you want to do. You know what? Oh, you feel like pull up, so you you lighting up and sparking up. So now you got that weed demon on you. That's what we call it, a weed demon. You got that cigarette demon. All these things are built and put on this earth to destroy the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. They didn't want us to do any of these things. He said that those things were abominations. Things that we were never supposed to do. Things where we were never supposed to accept in our lives. But now we do. And not only do we accept these things, we have taken hold of them. We have grabbed them and putting them so close in our chest, near and dear to us, that we don't even realize that we are going against our God and provoking him to anger and jealousy. These things are not important. These things do not help you keep the Most High God first. These things are a distraction. Understand this. The sacrifice that you are making right now, when you're putting yourself first and all the things that you love and everything that you want to do and celebrating these holidays and all these things, celebrating Halloween and all these other things, bro, you are sacrificing these unto devils. You're sacrificing these to unclean spirits and deceiving things, not to God. And not only are you doing that, you're doing it to gods whom they knew not. To a God you don't even know that you're celebrating. You don't understand that those demons that you are inviting into your house is legion. Anybody that knows about legion knows that there's multiple, thousands of demons and unclean spirits that you are inviting into your temple. That's supposed to be of the Most High God. That's a dangerous thing to do. A dangerous thing to do is put God last and start putting yourself first. The last thing you want to do is be like Ezekiel. Because we all know about the story in the book of Ezekiel, right?
Coming out of one con.
What happened? Who was his pride and joy?
His wife, sir.
His wife was his pride and joy. Wife is who he put first. And what happened to his wife?
The Most High took her life, sir, and told him to don't even cry. But to
He
go
said,
out and cry out.
yeah. He said, don't even shed a tear. He said, because you put her first, hey, you know what? I'm going to take her from you. And I better not see you cry. See, a lot of people don't understand. The Most High God is a gangster. The Most High God said, I'm going to kill your wife because you putting her first. And you better not cry. You better go out in the streets, put your boots on, put your garment on, and go teach my word. You don't think your father's a true gangster? You don't think that that's the same thing he will do to you? See, a lot of people when they read that story in Ezekiel, you know, they stay on. Oh man, you know, oh okay, I can't put my woman first. Nah, I'm not gonna put my woman first. I ain't gonna be no Jahim. You know, Jahim always talked about putting his woman first. I ain't gonna put my woman first. The thing that you can put first, oh my God, right? So in the book of Ezekiel, he put his woman first, and his woman got taken away. How many brothers have put their jobs first and ended up losing their jobs? How many brothers have put alcohol first and ended up losing the spirit that the Lord put on them because alcoholism has taken the man that the Lord has given the power to? How many brothers have put weed first? How many brothers have put eating pork, crab, shrimp, and lobster first? How many brothers have put their children first? To the point where now all of a sudden your children are gone. Your children are going down the wrong path, and you don't know what's going on. Your children are being taken from you. Their lives are being taken. They're going to jail where you have no rule over anything at all. And you don't understand that that's the same thing like in Ezekiel. You're putting all these things before God. God comes first. The Most High stays coming first if you want safety. If you want the protection, you'll put the Most High first. And you wouldn't put nothing else before him. Well, we just preach the prophets of the Most High God, here in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Do what you want to do. But it's proven time and time again. When you don't put the Lord first, stuff start crumbling, stuff start falling. He'll let you stack yourself up high. You know what the old saying said, right? The bigger they are, the harder they fall. Yeah. The Lord gonna let you get real big. He gonna let your head get pumped up real big. You wanna know why? Because he just sitting back laughing and like, you know what? I think it's about time for me to pop him. It's time for me to go ahead and pull this chair underneath him and show him what this fall looks like, because he won't follow me. He don't follow my laws, statutes, and commandments. He's putting all these things to all these different gods, sacrificing all these things to devils, all these different demons. You want to know what? Let me let these demons get a hold of him a little bit. And let's see what happens. Let's see what he does when I start taking my hands of protection off of him. You need to be very careful. You need to be very careful of what you're doing. Because I'm telling you right now, these things right there, you putting other gods before him, those things are going to hurt you. They're going to hurt you in the long run. Let's drop that. Let's go to 1 Corinthians 10 and verse 20. While y'all going ahead and pulling that up and pull it up on my end, all right? 1 Corinthians 10 verse 20. Once you got to go ahead and read.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 10, verse 20.
Mm-hmm.
But I say that the things which they sacrifice to devils and not to God. And I would not that you.
Go ahead, keep reading. Go ahead.
And I will not that ye should have fellowship with devils.
See, understand this. See, when it's talking about the Gentiles right here, it can mean multiple different things, the word Gentiles. Right now, it's talking about all people that don't follow the law, statutes, and commandments. Right now, it's talking about these heathen, these people that don't care, what? They're sacrificing what? They're sacrificing unto devils and not to God. See, it's saying it again. It said it in Deuteronomy, but now it's saying it in 1 Corinthians. What you got, Art?
Salaki, sir. So in this particular scripture right here, this is after Christ has died and resurrected, right? So this is Paul speaking to the people that are still doing the sacrifices. Okay.
And he's saying, no, sir. And he's saying it. He's saying that these people, what? Are sacrificing unto what?
The devils.
And not of who?
Not to the Most High.
Right. These people are sacrificing unto devils and not the Most High God. And keep going.
Verse 21.
Hold
You
on.
cannot drink the
Read.
cup of the Lord.
So like read the rest of that and would not start at that for
And
me.
I would not that ye should have fellowship with devils.
And he would not have it where you would have fellowship with devils. Now read. Now let's go into the next verse. Let's go into the next verse. What does verse 21 say?
Verse 21. Ye cannot drink the cup of the Lord, and the cup ye cannot be partakers of the Lord's table and of the table of the devils.
Understand that? See, a lot of people they overlook that so much. They don't even consider stuff like that no more. It's letting you know that you cannot do what? Read it one more time.
You cannot drink the cup and the cup of the devils. You cannot be partakers. You cannot be partakers of the Lord.
No, go ahead,
the Lord's
keep reading.
table and the tables of the devils.
See, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians understand, bro. You can't teeter-totter, bro. It's either cold or hot. You can follow the Lord's law, statutes, and commandments, or you can be what? A worshiper and somebody that sacrifices unto devils. But you can't be both. You can't sit here and say, hey, Lord, I love you, I'm on your side, but then at the same time, hey, man, you know, I got to do what I got to do. You feel me? Hey, I follow the Most High's laws, statutes, and commandments, but hey, you know, I smoke weed every now and then, time to time, you feel me? Yeah, you know, hey, Lord, you know, I be getting up on there, you know. Yeah, nah, bro, nah. Choose what you gonna do. You're going to either be a priest unto the Most High God, or you're going to be a heathen unto him. You're going to be somebody that is part of the 12 tribes, but you take on what? Heathen customs. You're going to take on the other nations' laws, statutes, and commandments. That's why it says in the Bible, and I'm going to paraphrase, it says that a servant can't, like, you can't serve two masters, because you're going to love one and hate the other. So you can't sit here and think for 1 second, hey, you know what? I could follow the Lord. But even though I'm following the Lord, he knows my heart. He knows every now and then I gotta smoke some of them trees. I gotta snort some of that powder. I gotta sell that work. He knows my heart though. That don't go hand in hand. You can't sit here and say you follow the Lord's laws, statutes, and commandments, but yet you're eating pork, crab, shrimp, and lobster. You're telling people it's okay for them to eat pork, crab, shrimp, and lobster. You can't say that. You can't sit here and say you are a follower of the Most High God, but yet you're stealing from your congregation. You're sitting here taking all their tithe money that they're giving you and putting it in your home, putting it on your wrist. So when they actually need it, it's never there. You cannot drink of the cup of the Most High God and the devils. You can't say that you a priest and prophet of the Lord, but yet you going to the strip clubs making it rain on strippers. It don't go hand in hand. You cannot sit here and do the things that are of this world. Sit here and eating pork, crab, shrimp, and lobster, selling drugs in your community, unaliving people for no reason over a misunderstanding. You can't sit here and be sexually abusing children, kidnapping children, putting them in, unaliving people because you don't think that they have a green card. Like, you can't sit here and do that and still say that, you know what, I know God. No, you don't. Because what did the Most High, like, when people used to be farmers, why did they leave the perimeter untouched when they used to harvest their food? It was for who? Do y'all know who it was for?
Could you repeat that? I'm so sorry, sir. I couldn't hear you.
No sweat. Back in the day, in the biblical days, farmers, right? When they had their land and they had all the things that they were harvesting, their fruits and their foods and the corns and all those things in the fields, why didn't they touch the outside, the surrounding parts? Because that was for who?
That was for the homeless or the
passerbys.
Yeah, the homeless people, the people who didn't have.
Right. But what do our heathen oppressors say? What? They're about themselves. You cannot sit here and say that you are a follower of God, but yet everything is about you. Everything's about making sure that you have money. Everything's about making sure that you have food, and you don't care about nobody else. Because that's not Christ-like. That's not the way that the Most High operated. Christ, what you know, the Most High and Christ gave what? A heathen woman a blessing because she knew her position. She said, even the dogs eat of the crumb of the table. So what did they give her? A blessing. You can't say that you drink of the cup of the Most High God and of devils, because the devil, these oppressors, these follow Lord, the Most High God, they don't think the same. They don't care about nothing but themselves. So that's why we have to beware of those type of things. We have to watch out for those type of things. Go to the book of Isaiah. We're gonna go to the book of Isaiah chapter 5, verse 20. When you gotta go ahead and read.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 5 and verse 20. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil.
It says woe. Do y'all know what woe means in the Bible?
Destruction, sir.
Destruction. So destruction on those that call evil good and good evil. Now let that sink in for a moment. Say, Trooper Pathwala, who do you know calls evil good and good evil?
The oppressor.
What are some things? What are some things that they call good evil and evil good? What are some things that they call it?
They call church good, sir. They call abortion good. They call prison good. They call deportation good. They call ICE good. They call they call they distorted history book good. You know, everything about they call it they call their neighborhoods good, and they give us the ghettos. You know,
man, that Trooper Yazar, you a younger brother, man. What are some things and what are people that you see that call evil good and good evil?
Social media, sports, music, and vanity things like jewelry, clothes, stuff of that nature.
Hey man, look, hey brother, I applaud you, because as a young man, like for you to be able to see those type of things, to be the opposite of what everybody else is, because everybody else call those things good, but really and truthfully, those things are evil. For you to be able to see that, that's the Lord. I thank the Lord that you're able to see those things. And the Most High having the ability to train your father up, to have you trained up in the right way to be able to see that, I thank the Lord for it. Because when I was your age, I didn't see those things as evil. I saw those things as good, man. Oh, you talking about having jewelry, having clothes, like all these different things, listening to music, bro. When I was young, like one of my favorite songs used to be "Area Codes" by Ludacris. You like, I don't know if you've heard that song before, but that was one of my favorite songs because he's talking about having different women in different area codes. But see, the way he was going is he called them hoes. He called them whores. He didn't say that those are my wives in different area codes. He said, I have hoes in different area codes. See, so the music back then and day, they were telling us, hey, you know what? You can have a bunch of different women, bunch of different area codes. You ain't got to take care of them. You ain't got to deal with them. You only see them when you want to see them, and you knock them down and leave them. And those things that we were listening to back in the day and even now were evil, huh? They were evil. For you to be a man and have multiple women that you're having sex with, those are your wives, huh? What kind of man and what kind of coward are you to sit here and have all these different things and all these different women, but you don't want to take care of them? Destruction comes upon those people that call those type of things good when they're really evil. And like your father, Papa Wallace, said, man, we dealing with these churches. We dealing with these religious leaders, these pastors, these Catholic popes and priests and teachers that they have. Man, they calling evil good all day long. That's why they taught us it's okay, come as you are. But you know what they were talking about when they said come as you are? If you're a drug dealer, come on to the church and give me your tithe money. Yeah, give me all dirty drug money because I need it so I can get this Rolls Royce. So I can get this Bentley. Go ahead, bring me all the tithes into the storehouse. But they wasn't doing it for the betterment of the people. They were doing it for the betterment of themselves. They were fattening their pockets. That's why the Bible says, woe unto them that call evil good. Beware of those people that sit here and tell you you can eat pork, crab, shrimp, and lobster. Beware of those people that sit here and say, my son, it's okay for you to go be a whoremonger. Sister, it's okay for you to be a whore. Beware of those people. Beware of those people that are allowing you into their churches, having same-sex marriages. When the Most High God called that an abomination unto himself. The Lord never made it where a man should be with a man. That's one of the most wickedest things you could do on the face of this earth. For you to be a man and go up another man's backside. That's wicked. That is evil. For you to be a woman eating another woman out, that is evil. God made it where it's supposed to be a man and a woman and having the unity together. They were supposed to be unified. It was never supposed to be man on man. It was never supposed to be woman on woman. You around here bumping boxes like this. You around here sword fighting for what? Woe unto those people that call evil good. Those things are evil. But check, this world we living in is calling it good. And you know what? And it also said, and good evil. So you know the things that are good? See, why do you think we get such a bad name? We get such a bad rap. They call the things that the I.S.U.P.K under Commander General YAHANNA doing, they call it evil. Oh, y'all are just a hate group. Y'all are hate crime and all this other stuff. What? Because we prefer our own? See, they want to call the work that we do evil. So I guess it was evil that we went through the border to give the Haitians and Jamaicans food and clothes. The mission to Acuna, y'all must call that evil now. Because everything that we do that's good, y'all want to call evil. Oh, all the times we had clothing drives and food drives, y'all want to call those things evil as well? Y'all got to beware of those people. Beware of those people that want to call good evil. Go ahead and keep reading. What else does it say?
That put darkness for light and light for darkness. That put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter.
See, beware of those people that's telling you it's okay for you to celebrate holidays. See, we got high holy days that the Bible is telling us. The Lord has these high holy days for you. But then on the other side, you got these. You have the Easter. You got birthdays, the 4th of July. You have Christmas. You have Halloween. You have Thanksgiving. You have all these things, Valentine's Day. You have all these things, these pagan holidays that people want to call good, when really and truthfully it's evil. If you look up where all these things come from, it's some evil, demented background story that comes along with it. Why? Why do you think that it has some sort of evil, demented background? Yeah, you talking about deck the halls, right? You know what they used to deck the trees with? Your ancestors' heads. You know what you're thankful for Thanksgiving? The million of Native Indians that were killed, that was unalived and slain. Oh, you want to do Valentine's Day? You know what that's doing? Celebrating another god. Oh, you want to celebrate birthdays? You're doing a satanic ritual. It's crazy how all these holidays have some evil, demented spirit behind them. But yet, that's what y'all choose. Over these high holy days that has background stories that are in the Bible that lets you know where these things are coming from, where the Passover is coming from, what the Feast of Purim is, Feast of First Fruits, all these other things. Like, you're going to have to choose. You're going to have to choose a side. It's either keeping God first or putting yourself first. Let's go to the book of Romans, chapter 5, Romans chapter 8, verse 5. Salaki.
This is the book of Romans. Oh, Salaki, sir. You want to get on the screen first?
Salaki. Kind of, if I could, like, I know y'all brothers, y'all quick on the draw, man. I'm trying to learn how to do this computer, man. Big ups to that brother, Officer Tazadog, man. Officer Tazadog's teaching me how to be able to pull this stuff up, man. I appreciate that, brother. Go ahead, you got it.
You said verse 5, correct?
Kind.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 8 and verse 5. For they that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh, but they that are after the spirit, the things of the spirit.
Understand this, man. We just told y'all to beware and woe to those that call evil good and good evil. But you want to know why? Because the things that you think, the things that you've put as good that are evil, see, now it has you thinking and moving in your flesh. You're not moving in the spirit because you're not following the law, statutes, and commandments. You're not following the things that the Most High God has for you. But see, the Bible says, for they that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh. If you don't know what that means is, if you are after the flesh, if you think about the things that are of the flesh, the things that you want so badly, then what? Your mind and what you're going to do is exactly what your flesh is telling you. But see, if you keep yourself rooted in these laws, statutes, and commandments, if you put those in your inward parts, your heart, in your, then it says they that is after the spirit, the things of the spirit will come about, right? Go to the next verse.
Verse 6.
Go ahead and read.
For to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace.
Man, that right there speaks for itself. When you start moving carnally, when you start thinking carnal, when you start doing the things that carnal people do, what comes about? It says what comes about, Pathwala?
Death.
Death. But see, when you start moving spiritually, when you start putting the Most High God first, when you put his laws, statutes, and commandments first, then you know what comes about it? Life and peace come about it. Why? Because you don't have to worry about certain things that you would worry about if you were in the world and doing the things of the world. I'm going to tell you now, man, there was a lot of times that when I was in the world, I would always look over my shoulder. I was always watching my back. You want to know why? Because I was doing wicked things. There was plenty of women that I know for a fact right now, they done probably called their daddy about me. They done probably called their brothers on me and all that because I treated them like dogs. When I was in the world, I didn't care about being a loving person to them. I wanted what I wanted. And after that, you was just another number on my list. That was wicked. And see, getting in this truth and understanding these scriptures have turned me into a priest, somebody that loves, somebody that takes care of what is mine and treat it with love and attention and affection. Because other than that, we were doing like Ludacris said, treating them like hoes in different area codes. Sitting here when we, and you don't understand. That's why it says for to be carnally minded is death. Do you know how many times people done overdosed on drugs? Because what? That's what their mind is on, doing the drugs. Oh, we done lost some good rappers because they sipping that drink. We done lost great rappers because they were high off those pills and did something they wasn't supposed to do. People that could have actually been something unto the Lord because they were thinking carnally. They were carnal. And because they were so carnal in their minds, death came to them. See, brothers and sisters, when we were in the world, when we started moving and doing the things of this world, death was knocking at our front door. But then, you know what ended up happening? We decided to throw those things away, stop being wicked, and we started being more spiritual. Started following the law, statutes, and commandments, and then your life turned very peaceful all of a sudden. Now it's like, you know what? I ain't got to look over my back as much. I ain't got to sit here and wonder if somebody gonna come out of nowhere and blow my brains out because I shorted them on they product, or if because they retaliating because I took their product. You ain't got to worry about catching sexually transmitted diseases because you're not just sleeping with any and everybody. See, when you start being spiritual, when you started turning from your evil ways and your wicked ways and started putting God first, then you ain't got to think about so much. You ain't got to wonder, because the answer's right in front of your face. If you don't rob somebody, then you ain't got to worry about them coming back and retaliating, right? If you're not sitting here shooting up drugs in your arm, you ain't got to worry about ODing, right? If you're not sitting here taking advantage of women, taking their money, taking their cars and all this other stuff, then you ain't got to worry about somebody that loves them coming back and retaliating, right? If you're a woman and you sitting here taking advantage of a guy, taking all his money and all this stuff, you ain't got to worry about him coming back and retaliating against you, right? You ain't got to worry about him going upside your head, right? See, it's when you are more spiritual, when you stop being so carnal and be spiritual, there's a lot of peace that comes along with that. Let's go ahead and keep reading now.
Go on, sir. Because the carnal mind is enmity against God.
Because of what?
For it is not, because the enmity against God. For it is not subject to the law of God, neither indeed can be.
You got to understand this, man. When you want to do all these wicked things, when you want to sit here and do all these things that are against the Most High God, it comes with a lot of different things. It comes with a lot of pain. And it's letting you know, because the carnal mind is what? Enmity against God. Do you know what the word enmity is?
It's like enemy, like a combatant against God.
Right. It's like being a hostile. You know, the military word for like a hostile, right? It's being like an op to God. You're being an op against God. And after that, it says, for it is not subject to the law of God, neither indeed can be. So not only are you being a hostile against God, you're not following his laws. So what are you now? You're definitely what? An enemy. And what we say earlier, you're provoking him to jealousy. You're provoking him to anger. When you are thinking carnally. A carnal mind is an enemy is an op against God. That means you're putting yourself on the opposite side of the battlefield to your God. I don't think that's where you want to be. Go ahead, read the next verse. What's the next verse say?
Come on, sir. Verse 8. So flesh cannot please God.
So if you put your flesh first, can you please God? If you keep your carnal, putting the things of this world first, can you please God?
La, sir.
See right here, this is the cut to the Christian church. You can keep it right here. You can just go to Romans 8:8 and cut a Christian. Because you know what they do? They go off of their flesh. You know what they do? They're going to go what makes them feel good. And you know what? That is carnal. Yeah. Do you know how many times somebody got high, went to church, sat there, got baptized, and as soon as they left church, they sparked that same blunt up that they had halfway lit when they pulled into the church grounds? If you are too busy living in your flesh, then understand this: you will never be able to please God. You can't please God when you're living in your flesh. You can't please God when it's about you, when you're selfish. You can't please God when you're pleasing these other gods. The Most High God is a jealous God. He's the one and only God that you can praise. He's the one and only God that you can sit here and put first. And if you put anybody else first before him, then you can't please him. So you need to be mindful of what you're doing. Be mindful of what you're doing. Because this is what the Bible says. Let's go to Matthew chapter 6, verse 6, chapter 6, verse 33. Go ahead and get to it real quick. Go ahead, read once you got it up.
This is Matthew chapter 6. But seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you.
See, this is what we're supposed to do. See, it's already letting you know when you're in your flesh, you can't please the Most High God. Your objective, your main job on this earth is to please the Most High God. Why you think we said the Most High comes first? Putting the Most High first. You got to seek ye first the kingdom of heaven and his righteousness. And all these things, not some, but all these things will come. All these things will be added on to you. We done already talked about it. When you follow the Most High God, there's a peace that comes with that. There's life that comes with that. You don't have to worry about if your children are going to be okay. Because you know what? The Most High is protecting your children. You don't have to worry about if it's going to be all right that you go to the mission of Acuna and you don't have any weapons with you. You want to know why? Because the Lord is with you. They wouldn't even let us have a butter knife. Even have a butter knife crossing that border. But do you think that the men of the Lord, do you think we even care? Do you think the soldiers of the Most High cared? See, we sought first the kingdom of heaven and all of his righteousness. We didn't care. We didn't care if we made it home. Every brother that went on that mission, you know what we thought? We gave our wives and our children hugs and kisses. Because we were like, if we don't make it home, then know we died. doing the work of the Lord. And the Lord protected his soldiers. The Lord gave his sons the guidance that they need to do what was supposed to be done for those people that didn't have anything. That's what happens when you put the Lord first. When you seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, all these things shall be added unto you. That's when you get protection. That's when you start getting a sense of peace in your life. When you put God first. When you follow his laws, statutes, and commandments, and you teach it as well. Let's drop that. Let's go to the book of Matthew. We're going to go to the book of Matthew chapter 5, verse 14. Okay? Once you got it, go ahead and read.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 14. You're the light of the world. On the hill cannot be hid.
See, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, when you are following the laws, statutes, and commandments, the Most High God has called you out of darkness unto his marvelous light. And he's letting you know that you are the light of this world. You are like a city on top of a hill. If you a city on top of a hill, man, it said it right here. And you can't be hid. You are a light unto this world, because this world that we are living in is full of darkness. Go ahead and read the next one for me.
Verse 15. Neither do men light a candle and put it under a bush, but on a candlestick, and it is given light unto all that are in the house.
Understand this. This is talking about you. This is talking about both of y'all brothers. Man, y'all are now following the Most High God. And while y'all are following the Most High God, people are going to start seeing you. They're going to start asking, hey, man, why y'all moving like this? Hey, man, y'all look a little different. Y'all talk a little different. Y'all walk a little different. Don't hide your zeal. Don't hide your spirit underneath a bushel or underneath the table. Don't tuck your spirit in. Don't tuck your zeal in. Let your light shine. Put that mug where everybody is to see it. Light up the whole house. Light up wherever y'all go with the zeal of the Most High God. Don't be afraid for people to see you as a priest. Don't be afraid for people to see you as a follower of Christ. Don't put your light under a bushel. You let your zeal shine bright. Blind people. Blind people to the point where they have no choice but to come into the Most High's marvelous light. The Most High called you out of darkness, and he's using your light to call others out of darkness into his marvelous light. See it as that and work as that. Go ahead and read that the next verse.
Chapter 16. Verse 16. Let your light so shine before men, that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven.
That's what we talking about, huh? Let your light shine. If y'all brothers love work, we got work. We always got work to do in this truth. Come and do the work. And like you said, Pa, you was talking about you was trying to get people in, and they always arguing or they don't want to be. But when they start seeing all the good works you doing, the man that you changed and you became for the Lord, bro, they're gonna be like, hey man, what's to this that what y'all doing right now, man? What's to it? Nah, bro, because I know I know you back in the day, bro. Back in the day, you used to be a hard hitter. You know, you somebody we used to be like, hey, fam, you know, somebody out here tripping, dog. We need you to go ahead and, you know what I mean? But now you done left all that alone. Now you done became a better man, dog. Like, man, what's to it? People are going to start seeing your light shine to the point where they want it. They want the same thing that you got. And you know what you got to do? You just got to point them in the right direction. But the only way you can point them in the right direction is for you to have that light. You let your light shine before men. So that way when they see you, they can see your good works. And you know what? Anytime we do something, what's the first thing you hear a brother say anytime somebody congratulate them on the good works that they do?
No sweat.
It wasn't me, it was the Lord. Most High in Christ. Hey, brother, it's no sweat. Most High in Christ, you know, it was the Lord that did it. Because it said what? That they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven. Everything we're doing ain't about us. When you decided to come into the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge and be about your people, you decided to not be selfish. You decided to be selfless for the rest of your life. For the rest of the days that you live on this earth, you decided to be selfless, not selfish. And it's not going to always be easy, but it's going to be worth it. We're going to get this precept in, man. You know, the book of Philippians, verse 4, verse 13. Chapter 4, verse 13. You know, when I first heard this precept, I was in the Christian church, but I didn't understand the severity of this precept. I know a lot of us read this precept, but I don't think we understood the severity of this precept until we got into this truth and we started seeing how this precept really and truthfully come into play. Go ahead and read.
This is the book of Philippians, chapter 4, and verse 13. I can do all things through Christ, which strengtheneth me.
You can do what?
I can do all things through Christ, which strengtheneth me.
See, when we was in the church, you know, we used to say that all the time. Oh, I can do all things that Christ that strengthens me. So that means I can go my day, and if I'm having a hard day, I can make it through. I can stand up and stand tall. You know, that's what we was thinking back in the day, right? But see, when you read that precept and you can get a little bit darker, right? All right, let's go a little bit further, right? I can do all things through Christ. That gives you no excuse at all. I don't care if you're a crackhead. You know what? You can put the crack down, because you can do all things that through Christ that strengthen you. You don't have to be a crackhead no more. You can get over that drug. Oh, you a weed head, you a pothead. You can let it go, because your strength comes from who? The Lord. And if you follow the Most High's laws, statutes, and commandments, you can let it go, because he will strengthen you every single day to be able to fight. If you was a whore, you don't have to stay a whore for the rest of your life. You can stop being a whore. You can stop being a pimp. You can stop a drug dealer. You can stop being an abusive man. You can stop being an abusive woman. You can stop being a homosexual. You do all things through Christ that strengthens. See, I don't think the church is saying these type of things. They're not going that far when they talk about I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. I don't think they're speaking about stuff like that. Have you heard it? Have you heard the Christian church talk about you can stop being a homosexual because you can do all things through Christ that strengthens you?
Never, sir.
What about you can stop being a gang member? You can stop being a gangbanger because you can do all things through Christ that strengthens you. Have y'all heard that in church?
La, sir.
So why haven't we heard these type of things with this scripture? They like to pull these scriptures all the time. Why haven't we heard these type of things? Why haven't we heard you can stop being a crackhead? You can stop being a dope fiend. You can stop being a pill popper. You can stop being a lane drinker. You can stop being a whore or a whoremonger or a pimp or a drug dealer. You can stop being an unaliver, a murderer to your people. You can stop being an abomination unto the Lord because you can do all things through Christ that strengthens you. You can always turn from your wicked ways and come back to your Father. The first thing you got to do is put him first. Seek ye first the kingdom of heaven and all the things that are righteous. And all these things will come upon you. What you got, Art?
I was just going to say, sir, it just goes back to that, one of those earlier precepts you brought out. I hear that coming out the Christian churches because they call evil good and good evil.
Exactly, Art. Like, what we don't realize is this, man. The people that we look up to so highly that's in these churches and these religious leaders, bro, they're wolves in sheep's clothing. They're calling good evil and evil good. Because they want you to do like the book of Hosea, chapter 4, verse 6. They want you to be destroyed from a lack of knowledge. And that's not what we're doing here. Here in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, we are giving you practical knowledge to help you fight. And we're going to keep fighting with you. And we're going to keep fighting every single day because we can do it as a people. Because we can do all things through Christ that strengthens us. The people that's not going to put their light under a bushel. That's going to shine so bright that we blind everybody to bring them in and bring them close. That's what we're going to do. We're going to keep that fight. Don't never let your zeal diminish because of somebody else. You let your zeal shine. The only person that can tell your zeal to calm down is the Lord. You got men above you for a reason. Lean and depend on them brothers. Hey, y'all got anything else y'all want to say, man?
Allah, sir.
Now, I appreciate y'all brothers tuning in with me in this class, man. We're going to give a courtesy salute to the brothers, then to the sisters. I'm going to say Shalom, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah Brakatah to the brothers, and Shalom, Yahweh Shemalatham Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah to the sisters. All right, the water, brothers.
Kana,